Thanks for watching this episode of Today's Homeowner here on YouTube. And don't forget to leave us a like and a comment.
And you can share with a friend if you enjoy it, and subscribe so you're notified of new videos.
Thanks and enjoy the show. When a homeowner needs a helping hand, we lend it. When they need a lot of hands, we bring the whole Today's Homeowner team.
This is my little hard-working baby here. I got to get a hug from everybody.
If you watch our show, you know that what we do is help homeowners maintain, repair, and improve their homes so they can learn to do those things on their own. But sometimes they aren't able to do much because of physical or financial limitations. Joseph Bear works for a local community service agency, and he has asked us to help with one of those situations.
Hi, Miss Evans.
Hello, hello.
Our home repair program focuses on elderly who are low income, and we're there to help them kind of get back on their feet.
Annette Evans grew up in this house and later returned to care for her sick mother.
I raised my 3 daughters, and as a matter of fact, 2 granddaughters have come through here since that time. So this house has been a really solid rock for me, and that's why this project is such a blessing to me, because I've been trying to do everything by myself, and it's been hard. I had an accident on the job a few years ago, and it brought me off the job on disability. And it's been a long, hard road of recovery for me.
So after introducing me to Annette, Joseph is showing me some of the things that need attention in her home.
So you can see there's a little bit of work that needs to be done in here. One of the things she wanted was a bar. She has a shower chair.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Well, we can get in here and explore that a little bit. That might be a bit of a challenge because inevitably some water's gotten in there.
Yes,
How much it's affected, but it looks like everything's pretty good shape. Maybe fresh coat of paint in here?
Yeah, she mentioned white, so you know, a white coat of paint, go with anything.
Yeah, that
So
may take a few coats, but we know how to do that.
All right, next we'll go to the kitchen.
Okay.
This hot water heater.
Ouch,
It's
wow.
pretty rusty.
Man, that thing could go out at any minute.
So it's worrisome.
One thing about it is it's very accessible.
Yes.
So pretty easy for us to pull that out of there, and probably if we found the age of it, we would probably see. It's probably
time to
it's
go.
probably time anyway.
Okay.
So
Next is outside.
okay.
Alrighty. Now here is something that would be awesome if we could do. Miss Evans uses a cane, so it's kind of hard for her to get down these stairs.
Oh yeah, this looks
It's a real
dangerous right
problem.
here. Yeah.
So if we could do some type of railing or something right there, that would be awesome for her.
Sounds like a pretty good
Be
idea.
Very good. Here's something else that we could use some help on.
Oh, boy.
This tree fell down. It's been blocking her drive for a while.
Wow.
So,
Well, that's a pretty healthy limb there.
yes, that's a big one. And then believe it or not, this isn't a tree. This is a chimney.
There's a chimney there.
Yes.
Wow, that is going to take a lot of work to recover that thing.
She doesn't have central heat, so
Oh.
this is her only source of heat.
Oh, really?
So without this, she's got a
Yeah,
cold house.
Pretty important. Well, we'll take it all off and see if there's any damage up in the top part there and get it inspected to make sure it's good and safe, and that could be a big help there. Back at the front entry, there's also a need for another handrail, plus plenty of general work on the landscaping and exterior of the house. When we sit down to tell Annette what we think we can accomplish, she's both excited and appreciative.
These things are prayers that I've prayed and asked God to just, I need some help in this house. I don't have the money to do certain things, but I need some help. Lord, send me some help. And it's a blessing. It's an absolute blessing.
This is the project we've been looking for, to get all of our people in the office involved, working together with us. They always think we have so much fun when we're taping shows. Well, this is the one we're going to get them involved in. I think I'll add a mailbox to the list. So we plan a few days when we can get everyone on our team together with all the tools and materials we need to tackle these chores and try to make a difference for Annette. Kind of like a little mob here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Annette, this is the team. Of course, this is Chelsea, and this is Alan, and you'll meet everybody else as the day goes on.
Okay.
So now, you don't have to do a thing.
Okay, sounds good.
Get ready. We're going to get right to work. You go
All
back
right,
in, have a seat.
All right, thank you guys.
I'm getting ready to polish this floor, but first I have to remove all the furniture and the rugs. Now this is how most people would roll up a rug. You start on one end and you just roll it over. There's nothing particularly wrong with that, except when you go to pick it up, it has a tendency to bend and crack in the middle. Not only is it awkward to carry, but you could damage the back of the rug. So here is a better technique. Let me unroll it for you, get back where we started. Rather than rolling it from one end, go to the corner and roll it diagonally, directly toward the opposite corner. And what you'll find is the weight will be more evenly distributed toward the middle, meaning most of the weight's now in the middle of the rug and the ends are lighter. So when you pick it up, it doesn't bend. You can carry it right out of the room.
This week, we've enlisted reinforcements from our behind-the-scenes team at today's Homeowner to help us with a community service project. We're making some repairs and improvements for Annette Evans to the home where she grew up, and this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Every time you walk by Alan, you whack him with that cane, all right?
Okay.
You do that.
Which one is Alan?
Alan is the goofy one that's wearing the purple shirt in there, working on the water heater.
Okay, you know I can't run. You know I can't run from him now when he gets.
No, you don't hit you hit him hard enough, you won't have to. In the bathroom, we're adding a grab bar for Annette, but first we have to replace this damaged tub surround. Chad thinks this is a spectator sport.
I know, apparently. We got the Chad, we got it.
Wait for the good stuff. This looks a lot worse than it really is. I mean, I'm glad to see the plywood here, and I'm also glad to see that they've done a little bit of insulation here over the years, because originally when this house was built, no insulation at all. So at some point they pumped some insulation in. We'll retain all of that. Just a few pieces of wood here. We'll be putting up the new acrylic surround. Looks bad, but really not. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Alan and our video editor, Mike, are getting started with the replacement of the water heater.
If you look at the top of it right now, you can see there's a lot of rust going on because there's a very slow leak. And you may not think it much of a slow leak, but look at the top of this water heater. That's what a slow leak will do to you.
You got all the muscle, Mikey.
That's right. Hey, what am I, chopped liver? And a wrench. He's got all the muscle? He's just taller, okay? He's taller.
Sure, Alan, whatever you say.
The water's going through there.
The water
the out.
goes
That's
out.
the heated
This is
water.
the heated water.
Yeah. So whatever that black, what is that black stuff?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because the water heater is so old and full of sediment, it's taken a long time to drain. So Alan and Mike head up to the roof to check out those vines growing all over the chimney.
I found what happened to Santa Claus. Is he in there? I've been looking for him. I haven't seen bricks yet. I haven't either.
Now, Mike, our editor, Mike, this guy's a workhorse.
I don't know what I'm looking at. It's just a big black hole. Oh, I heard something. Hello? Hello?
Let me go get a flashlight.
All right, there's brick.
Brick. Hey, we have brick.
How about flashing? Yeah.
Okay.
It's old, but it's there.
Okay, good.
Inside, Chelsea and Annette are picking a new paint color for her kitchen. Back in the bath, we filled the void behind the tub wall and applied plenty of construction adhesive so we can install the new surround. So to introduce air behind it a little bit, grab that side. You look at the strings behind it.
Okay.
You see that?
Is that good or bad?
That's great. Okay, it's going to make it more even, and you're getting more air in it. It's going to stick better. Up on the roof, they finally cleared the cap of the chimney so they can check out the inside.
So we get a little camera, a light, put it down there, and I am shocked. It's clear.
That's good news, and it's right on time, too, because the water heater is finally empty so Alan can move it out. This new one was donated by our friends at the local Home Depot.
We done here?
Yeah. Good job.
Alan.
And before long, it's connected and ready to go.
It's not leaking. I did something wrong.
Now we can turn the kitchen over to Chelsea and her paint crew. To motivate them, I've decided to provide a little entertainment.
Now, while I've heard the handsaw instrument before, a lot of my coworkers haven't, so this is a real treat for everyone.
Be all day.
Here we go. kind of put a tear in your eye. Or no, I think I hit myself with my saw in my eye.
My paint crew's doing such a good job. I think I can maybe supervise.
At the end of the first day, everyone was very pleased with the progress, including Annette. Does that look any better?
Oh my goodness, look!
You had a little hole in there. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes, I did. It looked so bad. I remember the hole. Yes, I did.
Well, we're gonna do some cleaning on the tub, and they're gonna come in here with those paint brushes roaring, and gonna paint everything a nice off-white with white trim, clean it all up. Then it'll be up to you to put all that decorating on.
Okay, okay. I can't. This is unbelievable.
At the beginning of day 2, we continue making a positive change outside with more landscaping and pressure washing. But when Annette comes out to talk about flowers with our PR manager, Stephanie, we discover that's not the only change.
It's a new day, and Annette has a new hairstyle.
And that's messing with my head here.
She changes her hair like some people change their clothes.
And I had to introduce myself to her because I didn't know who it was.
And I love it.
If you're a DIYer, you know how important it is to have all your tools right at your fingertips, and having a workbench or a work table nearby is perfect. But you usually find those either in your garage or your workshop. Well, not all your projects happen in your garage or your workshop. That's why you need a portable workbench. And take a look at this one. This is by Husky. Now, when you are in the market for a portable workbench, there are a couple things you need to keep in mind. You need to make sure it's sturdy. This one here is really sturdy. It's got metal legs. So it's going to be nice and strong. As a matter of fact, it can hold up to 1,500 pounds on this surface. And take a look at this surface. This is a big area so that you can put your compound miter saw if you want to. This here in the center, this is an insert that you can mount your router to. It also has these metal rails here, so if you've got to do any kind of clamping to your work surface, these just slide in and lock down. Over here on the side is another feature where they've got these clips that you can lock in 2x4s if you need to make a cut. And it also is handy for holding like extension cords and things like that. So if you are in the market for a portable workbench and you've got projects around the house, this is a great option.
This home belongs to Annette Evans, and it's getting a much-needed helping hand from our behind-the-scenes crew at today's Homeowner. We've replaced a tub surround and a water heater, removed a jungle from the chimney cap.
I finally see my fireplace. It's been over a year. It looks absolutely great. I cannot believe I even see the bricks.
Painted the kitchen and started a major cleanup outside.
When I saw the power wash, I couldn't.
Chelsea has the team trimming shrubs and removing the vines that were taking over the house.
I had a yard man come in to trim up the azalea bush. And he said, oh, I got you. I know what I'm doing. I got this. I'm a yard man. I do this for a living. Blah, blah, blah. Didn't know what he was doing. Finally, you guys come in, and I can see up under it. Chelsea took all the little branches off the bottom because that's the way you're supposed to trim up and prune an azalea bush, and it just looks great to me finally.
While I'm cutting up the limb that fell in the driveway, I get a request for a chainsaw lesson from one of our producers, Allison.
Oh.
Yeah. That's right. Had no idea how much enjoyment they would get out of this. When we started the work in the bathroom,
Amy, it was awesome. Stephanie and I both did the chainsaw.
we noticed that Annette's sink wasn't working properly either.
The pipes busted, and the plumber had to unhook that sink to go out back in the wall and do some things to fix some pipes, and he didn't hook that one back up.
So we removed it and fixed the problem so we can reinstall it after Allison and Amy finish all the painting.
Wait, who did that?
What, a little scratch on the wall? I would check on Alan's backside on that one. Alan.
She's always checking out my backside.
Hey!
Amy, shame on you.
Outside, I'm getting started on the handrails. You know, a lot of the projects we're doing around Annette's home is going to help her a lot, but this one's going to help more than anything else. You know, she has a little bit of a challenge walking around, a little difficult sometimes getting in and out of the house. Not having handrails, especially on slick concrete steps, so dangerous. We're really happy we're able to do this for her. Our office manager, Kathleen, is helping me out on this project, and she's definitely not afraid of a little hard work.
Denny, how long does it take to dry?
This actually is only about 30 minutes.
That was fun.
That's pretty good.
This trigger?
There you go.
I'm just proud of my rails. I got something to grab when I'm coming up the steps and going down the steps now.
Meanwhile, Alan is replacing the mailbox out at the street.
All right, so what I'm trying to do is I'm cutting two half notches in each board so that they'll fit together, and these actually become one piece then, all right, one cross. Gotcha. And that's for our mailbox.
We're pressure washing both the walkways and the house, but the cleaning has revealed some failing paint around the front windows, so our web editor, Lindsay, is applying a fresh coat of green to brighten up the front of the house. Once the mailbox and handrails are complete, I add some skid-resistant strips to the steps before Alan and I move back inside to hook up the sink and install the grab bars in the bathroom. Okay, Amy, I got the center of this. We can put the little grab bar in right in there. You did a pretty good job on all this painting in here, you and your team.
There was 4 of us in here one time. No, it turned out pretty good.
The plywood we installed earlier behind the tub surround gives us a sturdy surface to attach this grab bar. And when Alan finishes with the sink, he turns his attention to the floor.
We've got a lot of loose and missing grout in this bathroom right now. So I'm mixing up some gray that matches fairly close to what's there, and I'm floating some fresh new grout on top of what's there.
This is making a big difference, and so will the shower curtain and rod Chelsea has picked out.
While we wish we could have traded out the tile for something new and fresh, we were stuck with it, so we made it work and made it look intentional by getting the same color in our shower curtain.
I walked back there and she had found a shower curtain that matched that color on that floor that I picked out a few years ago, and I've been having problems trying to find something to bring that together. Chelsea just matched it perfectly. She's saying I didn't have to go to but one store. I went in one store, saw it, that's it.
With that and a little more fluffing outside, our work is complete, and Annette seems pretty satisfied with the results.
I've enjoyed you guys, and I thank you so much. I am so grateful to you all, each and every one of you. This is my little hard-working baby here. I got to get a hug from everybody.
But she's not the only one. We've all made a great new friend in Annette, and we've had a blast working together as a team to help her and our community. We started our project this week in Annette's bathroom, trying to repair a damaged tub surround and provide her with a safe handhold. We've accomplished all of that with a new surround and sturdy grab bar, but we also managed to brighten up the room with a fresh coat of paint and a colorful shower curtain that fits right in. Plus, the sink is now fully functional, and the regrouted floors make it a lot safer. The kitchen just needs light to compete with the dark cabinets and paneling. The color that Annette and Chelsea chose does that perfectly, and just as they planned it, it blends with her decorative plates. The chimney was quite a challenge with what amounted to be a tree growing from its top, but now the jungle has been removed and the chimney is completely clear. With her limited mobility, the front and back steps were very dangerous for Annette. Now they both have sturdy handrails to allow her to use them safely. And the general cleanup our crew did around the outside of the house has given it new life and allowed Annette to take pride again in this home that she's loved for so long.
It was exciting to me for everybody to be moving around all at once, some in the yard, some in the house, some out back. It was just all over the place like busy little bees, you know, and I really enjoyed it. It was fun for me. I don't know about you all, but because you all were working. But it was fun for me just sitting here. I just appreciate everything you guys did. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to miss you guys, believe it or not, because it's going to be pretty quiet around here. Pretty quiet around here.
What a special project this was, to be able to help someone as sweet as Annette that needed just a few things done to her house. Also, what made this so special is to be able to work with this amazing team behind the scenes of today's homeowner, to be able to get them on this side of the camera and be able to do just a few things all as a team. Now, you can do the same thing by grabbing just a couple friends and help someone a little less fortunate than yourself. It's a great feeling for everybody. I'm Danny Lipford. We'll see you next week right here on Today's Homeowner. This doesn't look as bad.
This looks worse than it is.
Thank you, Ford man. Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Today's Homeowner. And don't forget to comment, like, and hit the bell icon so that we can notify you when new videos are posted.
And don't go anywhere, click around and continue the home improving fun.